All right. It has been a tumultuous couple days on Throw It to Pros development, but we're back. Took my first day off this week yesterday. The combination of it being Friday night, and I just wasn't having it. It looks like we are rolling. Is audio what it should be? Man, I hope so. Quick recap. So, past few days I've been messing around with tutorials, in-app purchases. The last live stream I posted, which honestly I probably shouldn't have even posted, I should probably take it down, was just me suffering through Google Play Store's setup, trying to get an in-app purchase set up on the Google Play Store so that I could implement it into the app. That took me literally an hour and a half. I got on last night with the intent of making some progress within the app, and nothing worked. I think that Flutter documentation is great. There's a ton of it. Some of it is, I think, geared towards someone who's maybe a little bit more IT savvy than I am. It seems like I made some mistakes when I set up Flutter initially. I've been having a lot of issues with simulators crashing. I think I also had an issue before even deciding that I was going to use Flutter for this. I had downloaded Android Studio and had started tinkering with Kotlin, which is another programming language that's common to native Android app developers. And it seemed like for whatever reason Flutter was pulling in some information from Android Studio's setup as opposed to its own setup in terms of like the Java version it was reading, and there were a bunch of different things going on. I messed around with it for probably 2 hours last night, couldn't get anything to work. So what I did is I saved all of my code to text files, emailed it to myself so it was saved somewhere, and then deleted everything. So I had the code saved, but I deleted Flutter off my Mac, I deleted Android Studio, I deleted anything and everything that I could find that was associated with the app, which took a while for some reason, and then downloaded it all over again, did all the setup again, created a new project, copied all the code in here, dealt with the 1,500 issues that popped up because references were wrong. I renamed some things, reorganized some things to make it more simple to read moving forward. Anywho, 24 hours later, we actually have the app set up with no issues. So that was a nightmare, but now I believe it works. I guess before I get my hopes up, let's hit run. Let's see what this does. I haven't actually run it since I got all the files into the new project, but the setup already seemed like it went a lot better. I haven't dealt with half the issues that I dealt with the first time in trying to get Flutter set up. So, fingers crossed. Let's see, just pop up and work, and we can move forward. That's all we need. That's all we need. Pretty please. I am intending to actually make some real progress with the in-app purchases today. I did eventually. I didn't even manage to do it all on stream, but I ended up canceling the stream after I got approved to set up the subscription in Google Play. But the subscription is set up now in Google Play and on Apple. So it's in there. I'm not entirely sure how you reference it in Flutter. I had a pretty decent handle on how that was done with Swift, just from the Apple side of things. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be a nightmare again. If that's the case, I may try to do something else during this live stream. We'll see. Still working on running the app. This is the first time I'm running it on this simulator and in this project, so I'm sure there's some things that are taking a little bit longer. I do still have a whole bunch of warnings. This is still just left over from the tutorial implementation. It's just warnings from these packages that are currently unused, but my intent is to add tutorials to all these pages. So slowly, as I actually build out the tutorials, all those warnings will go away. I'm just sitting here waiting to make sure this is going to work. Because if it doesn't, I'll close out the live stream and we'll try again. Pretty please. I did post all the app announcements yesterday, Saturday, August 3rd today. I guess my date and time should be visible here. Posted it on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and anywhere and everywhere else I could find. For all the people that have reached out since then, asked questions, even just gone and liked the posts. It is much appreciated. We're still 2 months out from Throw With The Pros launching. Main reason for posting those announcements so far in advance is to try and encourage some people to sign up for the email newsletter. So I'll have some beta testers. Yeah, that's the goal. I'm really just posting early to find some people that want to beta test it and get some in-app rewards for doing so. Ran some Instagram ads for the first time. We're trying that out. I spent literally $0 on marketing Throw With The Pros the first time around. Probably a mistake, especially given how much time I've actually put into this app and the first version of this app. So yeah, we're trying that, and then I probably won't. I'll continue. I do have the Throw With The Pros Instagram. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you found the Throw With The Pros YouTube. I'll continue posting on these. I'm going to continue live streaming as I build out the app. Instagram, I'll start posting some more as I get views finished. And by views, I mean actual finished look of some of the pages within the app. I don't necessarily want to post the rudimentary views as marketing material. Yeah. There's been some confusion. This is not the best place to answer it because I don't think many people or anybody watches these at the moment. But I have gotten a number of questions about Throw With The Pros being a video game, which it is not. So just to be clear, Throw With The Pros is intended to be used during your normal disc golf rounds. So you currently go to the course, you play a disc golf round by yourself or with friends. That's not going to change. Throw With The Pros is essentially meant to be a companion to that, especially for your solo casual rounds, where if you're playing through a round by yourself and you're like, oh, maybe this could be a little bit more exciting, or I've been struggling to play as well during tournaments on this course as I typically do during my casual rounds. Maybe I need some practice with tournament pressure. Pull out Throw With The Pros, it creates a tournament for you, and then essentially while you're playing through an actual round of disc golf at whatever course that you're playing at, you can play a tournament against AI while you're doing so in the app, putting in your actual scores on every hole as you play through the actual course. Hopefully that is clear. I know that my initial marketing efforts were not overly clear, so that one's on me. But I'm going to make some efforts to hopefully clear that up moving forward. It's not a video game. It is a companion to your actual disc golf rounds. This thing is still... Oh, right as I said it. Come on. All right, I was checking licenses. That took a little while, I guess. Maybe internet related, I don't know. Preparing install SDK. Yeah, okay. I was worried it was frozen, but it's just going through its setup, it being the first time from this project. In-app purchases wise, I was going through the Flutter docs. I'm using a Flutter package that I think is the most common one used in Flutter, just this in-app purchase. I found This website, again, with the Flutter documentation, it's very good. I think it's just geared towards someone who is maybe a little bit more familiar with a lot of the verbiage. There's a lot of steps that are, I think, skipped because it's assumed that whoever's reading it knows how to do them. I've realized in a lot of those instances I do not. So I found, this is my second coding language I've now learned in building out apps. The easiest way for me to figure something out is to just see the code that works and then try to reverse engineer it to the point that I understand it. So long story short, I found some full code here of a nice tutorial that this LogRocket website put together. So we're going to try to utilize this and build backwards once I confirm that this works. This is still going, still making progress, which makes me happy. What else? I do very much enjoy answering the questions about Throw with the Pros, so if anyone has questions, please let me know. Process command. Failed to bundle asset files. Error detected. No file or variance bound. Assets personal courses.json. Okay. That seems like an easy enough fix. That could certainly just be something that I did not properly copy over. No, that's not the public. There we go. I thought I'd copied the assets over. Personal courses, is that not what I call them? Courses. Assets. Oh. I put them in a folder and then did not name them accordingly. Okay. Hopefully that fixed that issue. It seemed like it was working well up until that point. So let's try it again. Let's go through that loading process again. Oh man, eventually you're going to get to see some of the more entertaining features of Throw with the Pros on these live streams. I guess we did the shop a little bit. That's not too bad. So we've got our IIP file here. This is what we're going to build out. I'll go ahead and while that's loading, we can go ahead and copy this in. And I'm going to end up structuring this a little bit different than I think how they have this in their file. I've already gone through this a little bit. But we're just going to copy and paste and go from there. Material, I'm not sure that we need. Purchases Android. Where does that one come in? Do they call out the imports here? It doesn't look like they do. Isn't a dependency. I'm not convinced that that's needed. We don't need that one. Okay, we don't need this. So this is just the view that we're creating. And it's just doing all of this within a single view. Okay, set state, is that the material? I think it is. I think this is where set state comes from. That already helped a ton. Okay. IP.consume purchase. Is this something specific to Android? It doesn't seem like it. I don't think it's going to format the file until I get rid of this issue. Isn't defined for type. In-app purchase. IAP. Looks like it might have to go through the licenses again. Maybe it does a check every time until it runs successfully, and then it doesn't check them anymore. Okay. Final in-app purchase is equal to in-app purchase instance. Binding instance getter. Interesting. See, I feel like that is a valid question because I thought that I did have this line in there. Maybe I accidentally deleted it before I saved. So let's throw that in there. Strange issue there. All right, let's go ahead and do a little comment out here. Main's got an error. Where? Oh. There we go. All right. Take 3. Okay. And now that that's loading, we should be able to go back here. Let's dig into this again. So I've got the view in the shop for the in-app purchases. Whoa. Oh, I actually named the files in here, don't I? I do, but that's good that it got to this point because that means that it was going to work. I just messed this up. This should not. It's not a good way to go about that. No. We can at least fix this right now. So I'm commenting this out, so that goes away. This one should be JSON functions. Load from assets. So that's already loading from the assets. So if I just put courses here, does that... I'm going to hope that that fixes the issue. Okay. Was that little noise that the computer made from... I don't know. We're going to put some music on. Let's go with Double Camp here. This is my favorite bit. Yeah, it does have words though, so it's going to be distracting. Okay. Actually, I'm probably going to get... Is this going to create some copyright issue? Can I play music during YouTube live stream? You get a warning to stop streaming it. Yeah. Never mind, I don't think we get double camp. Just exit out of that. The app worked, guys. That's good. That just crashed though. Dang it. What just crashed? The debug console didn't even... That was strange. Try that again. Oh, please don't just crash for no reason. That's gonna be the absolute worst. All right, we're there. Profile works. Road to Pro does not work. Why is it not working? Is this an issue? Guys, I just want this to work. Tap back again to close the app for Android apps. This is strange. That's not working. I don't understand why that's not working. Main. Did these all have shop? Shop name equals shop. Well, we know it crashed on tournament creation. Tournament name. Tournament name called. Tournament, and is that what? What's the issue? I don't think there's going to be any issues here, but let's try it. Flutter simulator crashing with no error. Just the issue with Chrome. It's crashing on the button push, which doesn't make sense to me. Profile, it does not. Profile menu name, shop name, which does the exact same thing that the shop one does. Like the code is, right? I'm not crazy. The code is exactly the same other than the page it's going to. But the page that it's going to is right. Going to shop. The only issues that the shop file says it has are the imports. It's quite disheartening. typically when it crashes in the debug console, it'll spit out what the error was. So that's already there. Installing profile, that's already there. I'm trying to watch this to see if anything else gets spit out. Courses is fine. Settings is fine. Support is fine. But shop is not. What was it the picker? Okay, let me try something. There was one thing that I didn't include. No, not Flutter. UI pickers. This, I don't think, should be the issue. But I want to try it. If this is the issue, it would be really annoying that Visual Studio Code is not outputting an error. And then we make this 17 to get rid of that issue. And then give me the import. Shop. Getting the hot reload right now. Not entirely sure why. It had been just crashing the first two times. I had to I don't know why this is stuck here. Just work the way that you're supposed to work. If it's crashing, give me an error. Jeez. What's it doing now? Does anyone else have the issue? Simulator, crashing, Flutter, Visual Studio with no error. Is there a way for me to find the error? That's really what I'm trying to search for right now. I think I'm going to try to just exit out and then reopen it. Let's quit the simulator. Yeah, close everything out and then we will try it again. Dart fix is just the unused import, is it not? It's just the unused import. I don't care. Let's go to this one. That's the one we're on. So it definitely feels like a shot in the dark. Just unplug it, plug it back in, and maybe it'll work. But I don't know what else to do. It's not even popping up on my... Oh. On that. We're building. We're back to the build Gradle issues. Come on. That's infuriating. Unable to load assets. Okay, so I am getting an exception here. Oh. Then why is it not spitting that out? Man, that's annoying. Assets. That's silly. It seems like this is what the issue was. Next. Assets. Disks. That one's right. Currency. Currency. Disks should be right. Bags should be right. Yes. Disks, bags, bags. Currency. Currency. And I'm going to have to go do this for the other file too. Currency. Currency. Save. And then take me up here. Assets. I was going to say, I bet it's the exact same thing. All right, are we good now? Hopefully the shop launches now. This I'm gonna have to figure out. I was getting these errors before I deleted Flutter and re-downloaded, so I'm having these issues with the fresh download. I even deleted Android Studio and then re-downloaded Android Studio. Like everything was done to a T to the Flutter docs. All right, shop, open. All right, that's where the IPs are going. Mess with that problem later. That's annoying. All right, back to the in-app purchases. Let's uncomment this out. So at least right now, I have an app that will run on the simulator. Let's go through here. Okay. Setup, we did. All right. Call your widget class purchase. Just enter your test ID variable to your project's name on the Play Store, which should just be throw with the pros. Okay. And app purchase IAP. Let's just leave that available right now. Checks if the API is available on this device, keeps a list of products, list of user past purchases, okay, subscription to a stream of updates to purchase details, user consumable credits the user can buy, which is not what we're trying to do. So instead, let's do, I don't know if this is actually how I'm supposed to set this up, but we're going to try it. Is equal to false. Initialize availability, then at purchases, perform AC call is available. Okay, subscription. Verify purchases. ID is equal test ID. Response is this. Project details get past purchases. So I'm wondering if where this came from. That's what I'm wondering. I don't know when this blog was updated. 2022. Okay. Let's go to the actual Flutter package. Retrieve users past purchases is what that is calling. Restoring previous purchases. I assume this. Is there another place where they're using it? It's literally just restore purchases. Is that called in here? Restore purchases is not called. So maybe we just want that line instead of this. Worth a shot. We're going to try it. Response is not there. What was the line of code that he used? What was response? There we go. Response equals await. I already have my in-app purchase instance. So IAP, so maybe we purchase is equal to IAP so I'm referencing the actual instance now. Does that perform the function of this? Can I just delete the rest of this? Restore purchases. Seems like I can leave that in there. I don't know. We're going to take it out for now, and then I'll just have to make sure I'm testing this. Buy consumable. It's a subscription. Okay, well, at a minimum, the app launches again. We got IAP code in here, in-app purchase code that mostly works. There's only a few errors. I guess that mostly compiles is a better way to say that. Not consume purchase. Complete purchase. Sure seems like it. My intent is to try to, it seems like that blog post, the Flutter package has been updated since this was written. I'm trying to just update the code here to get it to the point that it'll compile, and then I can test whether or not everything works, which I guess I just did. Right now, it would compile. This would need to be updated slightly. We're definitely not buying coins here. Buy non-consumable. Auto consume. They've been used and then bought a health potion. Subscriptions are also non-consumable. Yeah. So that's what we've got. Is a subscription. Let's comment that out. Let's go ahead, let's make this easy. Let's go ahead and format everything. We get rid of this. Don't need that. Make this a little bit easier. Restore purchase, verified purchase by product by non-consumable, void. So instead of this, we're going to try buy pro subscription. Set state coins. And is that the variable that I created here? Yes. Pro subscription. If pro subscription is equal to false, then complete purchase. Is that right? I'm not entirely sure here. Dispose is canceling the subscription. User purchased. Text. So maybe this is just pro subscription, so that'll print either false or true. Pro. Try that. Buy pro subscription. Purchase. I wonder if there's a good way just to test this out, if I can just reference this. I wonder. This is IAPs. So let's go to shop. Let's first import the IAPs. Let's get rid of that. It doesn't seem like I need that. I'm going to go back in here and we're going to change this back. This needs to move. Yeah. All right, then take me, did I get that put in? No, definitely did not. This is, where do I have the IAPs? App management. Yeah. App management. IAPs. Okay. And then this is just called purchase. And we're going to go down to where that IAP tab is shown, which is right here. Lovely. Purchase. I'm not entirely sure that that's how I want that to work, but we're going to try it. And then we'll probably call it for tonight. That's crashing. Where's my here we go. This is evidently what I have to do now. Render box. Doesn't like the render box. Okay. IAPs. How are we presenting this? Return scaffold. And what's the issue? Does meet constraints. Paused on exception. Not getting anything here, which is annoying as usual. Perform layout. Let's just go back to this. Return scaffold at bar center column. I forget, can I specify a, I can do main axis size, dot min, else text, elevated buttons. I don't know if that's going to fix it, but let's give it a try. I can't tell, it doesn't seem like it's under box. So strange. Okay, let's try. That did not work great. So what I'm going to try instead is to just take the view here, and I guess how that's already within a column. In where did it go? Constant expressions don't. Hold them. Get rid of the constant. Yeah, okay. And then it doesn't recognize any of those. changing my mind here. It would be really nice to be able to just reference this. Why can I not just reference it? IAPs. Extend state purchase, create state. And we don't have any views. These are all just functions. Does it have something to do with this? I don't think it would, but I didn't change that. We'll try this. Yeah, I'll reload. I don't think that's going to do it. If not, I'll probably end up going here and copying just whatever these paused on exceptions were. Can I just... That's not what I want. I just want to render box, type it out. Render box to debug. Assert does need constraints. MS closure. Do I not have a scaffold in that? It seems like that's what the suggestion was, but it's within a scaffold. Layout builder, maybe? Does this help? If I just throw this in there instead? And then we do a little... this. This is center. And this is scaffold. And then I have this and that. Oh, yes. Cool. Surely that's not going to fix it though, right? I'm assuming not. No, still the same thing. Box size, rendering box. I don't understand, I guess, what it's saying the issue is. I'm throwing this view within a column that's aligned in the center. It's listed as a child of that column. That column is this entire view. And the widget that I'm calling I don't know. It doesn't have constraints. It doesn't seem like that's going to work. I'll have to mess around with that. trying to get the in-app purchases to plug in, but we made some behind-the-scenes progress today. It's been slow going. I'll get this all up and running, and then we'll start to do some more enjoyable, maybe entertaining coding, but I think I'm going to call it for tonight. Thanks for watching. If you find this after the fact, see you at the next one.